Hello and welcome to ISD VPE tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use ISD3900 to do message record and playback. First, take a look on the hardware I'm going to use. This is the ISD3900 demo board. The part name is ISD-Demo3900. Here it shows the complete 3900 evaluation environment. You can see the demo board is connected to the dongle board, which is in turn plugged into my PC. I'm going to use the GUI software, which is the ISD VPE 15100, to send SPI commands through the dongle to control the 3900 device on board. Here's what I'm going to do in this tutorial. The goal, of course, is to do the message record and playback. However, first I'm going to explain the differences between two SPI message record commands, record a message and record a message at. Understanding the differences between these two commands is very important because it matters how you plan, how you are going to define your application behavior, and how you plan the device usage scheme in advance. During the demo, I'm going to show you VPE tricks, such as how to click on path view to set up and test a path setting quickly, how to save a good configuration into your own VPE, so in the future you can load the whole register settings by a single click, and how to add good configurations into your voice maker that helps to speed up your VPE project editing. Okay, let's quickly go over the differences between these two message record commands. One thing we notice right away is that for this record message command, it's a 1-byte command, and it doesn't take the starting sector address as its parameter. So, as a result, once device received this command, device will look for an empty sector by itself to start recording. This sector can be anywhere inside the flash. So to play back the message in the future, user has to query the device to get the starting sector address. For ISD 15100, 3900, and 15600, there's only one SPI command, which is play message at, available to playback message. So you will have to have the starting sector address to playback a message. This command is different because you already provided the starting sector address. So once recording is finished, you can use the same address to playback it. For this command to be successful, this starting sector has to be either an empty sector or a reserved sector. Let you know that in VPE, a VPE project can reserve multiple empty messages. So once such a project is burned into the device, those sectors will be reserved for message record only. Now look at these two commands. One thing obvious is that this command, the record message at command, brings us the convenience for the future playback, and it allows us to deal with the fixed message address. This is a huge difference right here. Imagine you have 30 messages to record, and you want to be able to pick any one of them to playback in the future. Probably you want to use this record message at command so that you maintain 30 fixed message address. If you use record message command, then you have to maintain 30 dynamic changing message addresses. That could be a headache in your application. So please be aware of this, and let's play with it. Let's launch VPE 15100. You can do message record and playback in this area. First, let's erase the device to make sure it's empty. Okay. To record a message, first you need to set up a record path. You can double click entry number 3 here to set up a microphone record path. I'll let you know that single click and entry here will load the configuration from a file and then render those values onto the path view. Double click will actually do one step further. VPE will try to commit those values into the hardware if the board is presented. To confirm this microphone record path is indeed in effect, you can actually read those values from the board by click this button. Okay, you see the path is not changed after we read back, so we know the path is ready. Now you can click record a message to record message number 1. Message number 1. Let's set up a playback path. Play message at message number 1. Okay, let's record another. Message number 2. You can notice here the VPE automatically put the starting sector address for the second message here, which is 07000. So you can go ahead and click this one to play the second message. Message number 2. Okay. In reality, you have to actually query the device to get the starting sector address. So, for example, if we do record like this, message number 3, stop here. Okay, now you don't have the starting sector address, right? To get that, you can click this button. So it's 0E. Or you can click this button. If you click here, VPE will enumerate all the sectors to find all the messages and display their addresses in this window. Okay, so it's 0E000. You can type in command here, play message at 00E000 to offset byte to play the back. Message number 3. Okay, so far we showed two SPI functions. One is record a message, the other one is play message at. Let's try record a message at command. I'd like to use a value here pretty far from the area we already recorded. For example, 20000. Message number 4, record a message at. So we already have the starting sector here. Message number 4, record a message at. Okay, for this record a message at command to be successful, the starting sector you provided here has to be either an empty sector or a reserved sector. If you try to record a message into an already used sector, then you should be able to see error bit. If you want to record into this sector again, you can see error bit here. However, if you click this button here, you can you erased a chain of sectors occupied by that message. Now you can record into sector 20000 again. Record message again into 20000. message again into 20000. Okay. One more thing I want to mention here is that once the record is started, device by itself will look for the continuing sectors and keep recording until the memory is full. So because of this nature, if you want to record 8 messages, you cannot control each message's duration by its address. Instead, you have to rely on a timer to control the recording time for each message. Okay, now we have played with message recorder and playback. Next, I'd like to show you how to use VPE to quickly set up and test your device configuration. We can go to pass view. For example, if I want to set up a microphone recorder pass, I can click microphone in, then downsample, disable unrelated path. Then pretty much that's it. We can commit those values into the hardware by click this button, right configuration button, then read back to see if it's already there. Now let's go to record another message. Message number 5. Now before we go away, I want to save current path, current effective path into my own configuration, my mic record path. Okay. Now in this window at the bottom, a new path is being added. In the future, you can single click or double click to load this path. Now let's configure another path to play the back. For example, to memory to BTL. Okay, so we configure the path from memory to decompressor to upsampler to voice control to DAC to mixer and to driver. Let's configure this. Let's configure this into the hardware. Read back. Okay, let's give it a try. Oops. DAC. Oh, this one here. Right configuration. Read. Okay. Message number 5. Message number 5. So this is the output from BTL. You can see the volume is lower for BTL. Now let's save it to my BTL playback path. Okay. If I use the PWM path to play the back. Message number 5. It's much louder. You might be wondering where this path has been saved into. For that, you can go to your computer, program files, VPE15100. This one configured that file saved all default paths from VPE, and this one configured -c.dat saved your own path. Let's take a look. You can see there are 2 paths has been saved. In the future, you can use the register values here to configure your device. Okay. Now, one last thing I want to do in this tutorial is to show you how to make a VP project which will reserve 5 messages. So in the future, in your application, anytime you can record a message into a non-valid address. To do that, you can new a project. VP demo. My ISD3900 record project. Okay. I want to use voice micro to configure record and the playback path. So to configure the path, you no longer have to write a register one by one. Instead, you can call a VM to configure the path. For example, this one, give it the name record setup. This VM, we give it a name playback setup. Okay. To edit these 2 VM, of course, you can choose registers and fill in their value in this area to edit the VM. However, there's another fast way, much faster way to edit this VM. You can do this. Select your own recorder path, subgroup selection. You choose speak control update GPIO VPE. You can select the subgroup audio config, speak select update. Okay, then go back to voice background panel. Set all checked group. Click this button here. You can see all the selected configurations has been added into your VM. Okay, then finish this one. Well, you can choose do the same thing. If we want to play back from BTL, load the BTL path subgroup. The same, we use audio config, speak select and update. Okay, then for this voice macro, we click this one here to set up the BTL playback path. Finish. Okay, PUVM, let's configure the clock set, use internal oscillator with the internal reference. So this clock register guarantee we have always have clock because it's use internal oscillator with the internal reference. Then finish. Okay, we have done the VM configuration. Now let's reserve 5 messages. Add empty messages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to assign their address here. This is 1000. The second one is 200, 300, 400, 500. Okay, now we are ready to generate the project. Yes, here you can see these 5 sectors has been reserved, and we have 3 voice macro. One is a PU, one is setup, record path, the other one is setup, playback path. Now we can burn the device. Okay. Now let's go to audio command panel and give it a try. First, we want to set up and record path. Let's see, B0. It's 0002. So it's this one. Record path. We send the SPI command to set up a recorder path. Then we can start recorder from 01000. Record message at 1000. Now let's set up playback path 3. Let's play message. Record message at 1000. Okay, so we can hear its BTL output and it's playing message number 1. Let's record message number 2. Record message number 2. Let's send the SPI command to set up a playback path again. Then play message at 2000. Record message number 2. Okay, so now you can see anytime in your application you can send a VM command to configure a path and send record message at command to record a message. So in this tutorial, I've showed you how to do message record and playback, and how to plan a record and a playback project using ISD3900. Please note that this video also applies to ISD 15100 and 15C as well. Thank you for watching this video. If you have more questions, please feel free to send us your email at chipcorder@nuvoton.com.